one split where I think it was Ajay was on the other side of the road, and Thunder Talk realized this is not a fight we want to take. Guess who we're going to go take a fight with? They went and took a fight with AP. Which like, absolutely caught him off guard.
Yeah, definitely did catch them off guard. That was a bit of a tricky fight, but here we go looking at the rotations of these teams. We can't see Regnum Kara. I wish we could. They didn't drop Picado. That's a conversation maybe for later on. We'll see how that goes. But Alpha 7, this circle, we had a very southern playing path.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Very northern. Phase 1, especially Circle 2, keeps going towards Tierra Bronca and Alpha 7.
Split, realizing the Xavier was coming for them and saying, you know what, let's take a different path, let's take a different route, ends up working out wonders for them, Jukes.
Yeah, beautifully done from them. And you know what, I love to hear, that some teams will take a little bit of circle luck, but sometimes you got to make your own luck. But as we look down at the bottom of the leaderboards, I see a lot of teams with some low numbers. Regnum Karya with 1, DK again with 1, Max?
No!
No!
No, that's quite unfortunate. No, that's quite unfortunate, but again, for Regnum Karya, I'm not going to be too harsh. I still think the idea of going for the trash to the west of Picado is the best decision ever. It was a bad game, 1 point, but you know what? I'm not going to be too harsh. Still the very good decision that could reward them heavily in the long term. Though so easy. Keep talking about QXZ, we keep talking about Hyunbin. This time around, it's so easily being the MVP of this match. And DRX, I want to see this game for the rest of their matches because it was clear, concise. It seemed easy for DRX, to be completely honest. Seven, I don't know if you agree. This is the DRX with the effortless gameplay that we love to see in a global event.
I mean, this is what happens when DRX don't have to fight their way through the whole lobby, I feel like, as they had to do it in the previous match. And there you go. DX, still first place. Who's that in second place, Max?
Yeah! Again, hella biased. DRX second place, tied up here with APG. But actually, a silent hitter team that we've talked about a few times here and there. Ulf, sneakily pushing up there in 4th position. Well, they dropped down a little bit, but Ulf, they're ramping up their aggression.
Adaptation. You know what? Also, though, guys, make sure you log in the game as soon as you possibly can, so that way you can get that permanent Polar Party Mini 14 for free, guys. So make sure you go ahead and do that as well. There is an emote, the Rev It Up emote. So you guys got a few days to get that done. Log in as soon as you possibly can. And of course, we got to give some love, of course, to the Infinix GT30 series, the official gaming phone for 2025 PMGC. Engineered for precision, performance, and victory. Go get yours today, so that way you guys can outplay the rest. Let's go make the championship predictions to go ahead and get some rewards as well, guys. You have till today and tomorrow. That is it. Plug in your predictions. Get all of these rewards because Max has already got them all.
I got everything, and I even got the PMGC skin.
One prediction that was wrong from us was the hot drop. We didn't end up getting the hot drop there in Picado. Actually, as soon as I saw them not hot drop, I ran. And I mean, I ran to the coach's room.
You did.
I went and talked, and I sat down, and I was like, Regnum Karya, coach, when did you decide that it was going to be a bad idea to hot drop with Vampire Esports? And they were like, you know what? We actually decided today, and it wasn't the coach. It was the players that decided to not go for the hot drop, go for that trash loot that you were talking about. And it just goes to show the maturity out of this squad, especially when you have Silas in the squad, especially when he's been in this situation. And they know what's at stake. They know that they cannot just waste one match, even though this match didn't end up going their way.
And I'm going to go very hard on this point. This is such a small decision, but they're so impactful. That is a decision making, in my opinion, Hodrix, that wins you tournaments, right? Because guess what? Miramar, except for that 1 point game, but that was an exception, let's say, that can get you so many more consistent points on that Miramar. So for me, Regnum Kara, I'm happy you did not go for the ego fight, and that gets me even more excited for the next Miramars. Unless they go for it now, because it would be hella funny, but please don't.
I think it's a big decision. I mean, for sure.
So where's your body?
And decide to, you know what, let's go ahead and respect the home team. You know what I'm saying? They got a little home court advantage. Why not give it to them, Seven?
Sorry, I'm always over here thinking about the overall. Are we being spoiled right now by what DXavier is currently doing in regards to those placement points? Because you pointed that out to me earlier, Max, and this squad right now is sitting at 34 placement points. I want to see APG pump it up in regards to the placement points. This is a squad that's currently sitting at 14, but they have been fragging out, Hot Jokes.
Yes, they have. 10 eliminations in Zone 7 in the last one. How many will they get in this one as we head for the final time to the beautiful hot desert of Miramar? Let's go ahead and take it to our casters, John and Blake.
Oh, you love to see some maturity on the desert. The players will call it quits over on the Picado hot drop. Well, we'll not see that one again, hopefully. But if things get tense, you know, maybe it could break out again. We'll keep an eye out, but I'm hoping that it will continue. Plane path for our last match today will take us along the west side of Miramar, from Bartona up towards La Cabrera.
Much nicer plane path, though. I'll tell you that right now.
Very true.
Way easier to work with. Most teams get themselves over towards the west and the east side fairly handily here. Los Leones is open, as is La Tierra, but it's likely going to be Monte Nuevo, El Pozo that teams might clash over. We know Picado right now is kind of solved. I'd say it was solved at this point.
Hope so. Although there was Ulf in the wings as well, and so a readjustment from them, maybe target towards Rectum Kaiser if they're feeling cheeky. Could be difficult on the outside. It might force them to go, oh, you know what, let's fight for Picado again. Things like that can start to have an impact. Thundertalk going to try and go long over this one. Potential for some air shots here from Vampire. If they spot Thundertalk going long over their heads, if they touch ground first, they get some weapons early on a rooftop, definitely could try and find a shot, but I think Thundertalk are now out of danger. Circle breaks out to the east side blank, and terrible flashbacks for Regnum Kaya at PMGC.
Yep, it's not too far out towards the east, though, so we're not worrying about an island finish just yet. Alter Ego currently here alongside with Goat Team. But very playable right now, I'd say, for both squads. Alter Ego got very split on that last match. They were trying, in my opinion, right now they're trying to do a little bit too much, potentially. That's how I feel about it. I think there is a fair few times where I look at Alter Ego and I think to myself, that's a wide split. It feels unnecessary. That play, sometimes Rosemary will send out, but more often than not, it's like all the team. Like Alvaro will make long rotates out to the side, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think you needed to do that. I think you were totally okay to keep just playing your game.
As you saw there on the screen as well, for the next few days until the end of the PMGC, you can get your Polar Party Mini 14 skin. Make sure you're logging into PUBG Mobile to claim that one, as well as the MO up until the 25th of December. So not long for that one, but even shorter of a run back on that Mini 14 skin. So make sure you're heading on over to claim that with the PUBG, the PUBG Mobile PMGC. That's the one. Redemption code that you can see on your screen. PUBG in Bangkok. That's where we are playing. We're in Bangkok right now.
Oh yeah. It's also cool that it's PUBG in Bangkok because
PUBG United.
It's PUBG United right now. We got PUBG next door. We got PUBG Mobile going on right here. Very cool. Very, very cool. PUBG guys have finished though. We're still trucking on.
They're already at dinner.
All right, we're trucking on though.
Yeah. We'll be here as long as these games keep going. Don't you worry.
7th game?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah. No, you meant to say no.
8th game?
I'm
26th game?
I think I'll call it a 6. Quite like the 6 match format. I think any more than that does make the players go a little bit delirious.
It's very nicely divisible. 7's a prime number, so you can't actually do that.
No.
On a day. It's not all right.
No.
Yeah. It's like volume on a TV.
Yeah, I do think 7 match plus is player delirium hours. We do often get like some funny plays on match 6 quite a lot, just because the players, these guys have got a long day. It's been a long day for them so far, and especially on day 1 where you've really got to put all your work into it. If you're D+, you're hating life right now, and it's been a long day, and you're hating life right now. So it's a double whammy. They're getting double whammied at the moment.
They really are. They really, really are. They're dropping in Partona right now, Blank. That's how whammied they are.
they're so
They are
whammied.
so whammied. They
so
dropped in
whammied.
Patono, dude, on Miramar.
Holy, yeah,
It's
that's
insane.
That's bad. That's bad. Yeah, I think D+.
That's so sad.
Oh no.
Oh no, D+, it's okay. You can come back. Probably not, but you can.
Yeah, I think. If I'm being real,
Yeah.
I think it's GG. I think it's very unlikely you get a Kara or an APG day in PMGC. We're talking 90+ points in a day. If that was possible, then maybe, but the likelihood of that happening is so thin in PMGC that I genuinely think D+ might be dead.
Might be, so, well, the back-to-back may be undefendable at this point. Is
Oh
what you're
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
That's not.
They
gonna be
could certainly
nice.
work their way up the tables, but
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. The back-to-back, it might have been zapped day one, tasered.
It's not a good feeling for anyone involved there. They are certainly not happy about it. But, oh goodness me, but they could see their countrymen find that chicken dinner
However,
at the top. Yeah, well, you know, if they don't win it, I'm sure they'd prefer it if someone from South Korea won it as well. For
Yeah.
DRX right now, it's much more likely, especially after that chicken dinner.
So what
that
you're
they were
saying
fine.
is that D+ should just crash Regnum Kaya every game.
Yeah, you're right. I
would-
did actually say that just
Would
now.
that be collusion?
I'm not going to speculate about admin type
About
decisions.
things that are happening now and again?
Yeah,
yeah.
I feel like we could get in a lot of trouble for that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
we're probably talking about something else. Anyway,
It
well,
is
okay,
just
we're on board with that.
speculation.
Oh yeah, Alpha 7 on screen. Okay, yeah, we can talk about them.
Just speculation.
We can talk about them. They have yet to claim. I feel like they're probably one of the most notable teams in the world not to have claimed the PMGC title. And I think that's.
Yeah, I think they're they're happy with their PMWC win.
We just got that one. You know,
Yeah,
we'll take the
that's
mid-season.
cool.
You
That's
guys
cool.
have the end. You guys have the end of the year. But I do think that.
We didn't keep switching players out all the time. Maybe they would have a win. Okay, if I'm being real,
Oh well. Keep guessing, don't they?
they really do. I feel like Creo and Revo seem the only ones that could live on.
God, they're just not willing to pay a full day rate on the other players. They're like, no, you only played 5 matches today. You don't get a full day rate. Sorry.
It is frustrating because I think that the base of that team with Mafioso, Revo, Creo, great. It's just like they had McGrellin, and McGrellin was awesome. McGrellin really was a player that kind of knit that team together nicely. He got kicked. It's like, what did he do? What did he do wrong? I'm so curious.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to speculate because we are now on board with Rosemary versus Tony K. Rosemary misses the first spray down, but steps up for the second. Knocks that one out of the park. The backup was coming through, but doesn't seem to be needed. The spray down is good. And they find a point. Alter Ego take one of E-Arena. That is good because Alter Ego are behind E-Arena, so they're happy.
I think for Alter Ego at the moment, 26 points, it's not ideal. It's really not ideal for Alter Ego. And I personally, I think Alter Ego is a fantastic team, and this is kind of, I was trying to cut Max off also on desk early when he was talking about Alter Ego being like the next Bigatron. Like the next Bigatron, which I have said in the past. But more in passing, more in a passing sense.
Not as a key point.
Not as a key point. Yeah, exactly. Like that wasn't my keynote in my PUBG Mobile talk.
You went in your turtleneck.
Exactly.
Alter Ego next Bigatron.
Yeah, walking onto the stage
Thank you
with
for
my
coming to
clicker. Yeah,
Oh.
no. Stop. But yeah, I think for Alter Ego, I would love this team to do so well. I think Indonesia deserves a bit of good. They've consistently been getting towards the finals multiple
true.
times,
That is true.
and they've produced several strong teams. That's like my main thing about it.
Regnum Kai are clashing right now, fairly
that
well,
D+?
just west of the central. No, it's Team Flash coming off in the distance. They do look pretty resible, though. Vampire, though, crashing in, may be able to drive the stake home through the heart of Regnum Kaya, but Loxi is on the hunt, looks for that flush and immediately gets it. They're diverted away. Team Flash actually going to be crashing in, but seeing Vampire here as well, that's going to slow Team Flash down. Okay, going for a little bit of a side hop out there. Loxi is going to be rebuffed off of that angle, and Zedwolf all the while. What's he doing? Where's he fending off towards?
Did that vehicle just fly over the top of his head?
Where did he come from? Win!
Oh, he's actually got him. Zedwolf's found it from the sidelines. Fantastic news. Yeah, that vehicle went over his head, grazed him, gave him a buzz cut.
Okay. There we go. Finally putting that fight to sleep. Over the trick jump. Over the ramp will be shut down. Regnum Kaya, they like to play that spot, but they had two teams rolling up on them simultaneously, and they end their day on 35 points, Blank. That's not a tournament-winning performance right now. Their Miramars have gone fairly poorly, all things considered. They definitely needed a little bit more, considering that they're going down first in this match.
Yeah, I think Regnum Kaya, they're not in a losable position. Right, there's still time to bring this back tomorrow, and we know that Regnum Kaya can put up big points. Obviously, 35 points is a little bit lackluster, considering where DXavier are in Impala. It's like slightly tough, right? Yeah. With DXavier consistently being in these central zones. Vietnam wants this win. They really do.
Oh, yeah. Their split, though, I think is going to start to get dangerous fairly soon.
Yeah, I hate that.
They're wide,
yeah, I
wide
didn't see
split.
that. Didn't see that.
Okay.
See that now? I hate that.
Yeah, okay. They do have the north side of Impala, but it's only
being
native.
greedy.
It's only native.
You're being real greedy right
and
now.
then Paragin's up the top of the mountain. And then they got two players up all the way up to that north. They're split over about 600 meters, Blank. They can't see each other.
Theoretically, great play.
Okay.
Because you're maintaining basically all of the really important parts of this zone.
Okay.
Other than up towards the western side. So all of the important parts of the zone on the east side, let's say. But it is so greedy. Don't need to go for this one at all. Oh. Spooky.
Oh.
Very spooky. No, it can't happen.
Oh.
Okay.
No, surely not.
It's teasing.
That surely can't.
Yeah.
It's
It's impossible.
Even if it does, at this point, it's not going to be the same sort of mad scramble.
No. Maybe. Not a lot of space over there.
It's not happening, though. Don't worry. It never goes out to the East Islands
But
on TMGC.
The thing is, it does like elevate DXavier's position a lot.
Yeah, that wide split may actually come back to do some good. Although trying to careen into this, not going to go well. It gets messy. Eren, the casualty that they will suffer. Now it's just the one player to stand. Solus is the last player. He's got an umbrella of vehicles, though, to sit underneath right now. A UAZ, a buggy, both littering above him. It's oh, a nice little shot in response for Solus to be able to hop back, and that's going to give him a lot of breathing room. Okay, Solus might be able to survive for quite a while as a solo in this.
Doing well. I think that for all, there's been some sloppy plays,
Oh.
but that has been backed up by the fact that they're kind of killing it right now on the leaderboards, 4th place. What a nade from Pusher. Lemon is usually the nader on the team, but that one looked nice. Maybe he's been taking some cooking lessons. Obviously of the grenade kind.
Yes. Chef Ramsay.
Lemon's there
Hitting
like,
with the knowledge.
that nade's raw!
It's raw. What are you? I'm a Kara sandwich. A Kara mincemeat now, though. That is for sure. CEO gets away with it, though. Will survive for just a moment longer. And play again as a solo. Quite a few solos, in fact, making their way in. DXavier, blank. They regrouped.
Great. Absolutely great news. I mean, Nate does fall, though, on the regroup, which is 100% deserved.
He's
but
not out yet.
No, he absolutely is.
He's not out yet.
They're not getting him.
Oh,
They're not getting him.
oh, they're going to get him.
Okay? You got to trust me on that, please. The few hours I've watched this game. you gotta trust me on that one.
Yeah.
Though getting 3 players to the high ground here is a really big blessing, regardless. As long as they're heavily looted, could be a great game off the back of this.
Yeah, I mean, 3 players on that high ground, as you say. It is a lot of potential.
Especially when it's so central, too.
Vampire with their last player up against Alter Ego, who have got 4, but not all in this spot. Rosemary does tag on some damage. There is off angles. Okay, this is going to force him out into the sightlines, and it's going to be the end of Vampire's day. Oh, not an East Island circle. That's so sad. Everyone hates that. Everyone would have wanted to go to the East Island, I'm sure. But no, we have to go to Impala. We have to help out DxAvia one last time. Oh, Nate didn't make it either.
I told you.
Oh, man. And I didn't believe you.
You didn't. You really did not believe me. And that's okay. All right? You don't have to believe me on everything, but I usually am right.
Do I have to believe you or not having to believe you on everything?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I like how Shane was like, just fall. Fall over, please.
Stop it.
I had a really bad game.
Yeah.
I had a really, really bad game. Give me that flush.
Come on, please. Please. Please give me the flush. Oh, come on. Give him a little bit more. I don't know if he has a vehicle up here to drop down with, but should be able to drop either way. Even if he has to get rezzed, is doable. AJ steps a little bit closer, R8. Not really having the pace into these finals that they would have liked right now. Their last match today, they're already cut down to size. No elims found either for the cost of their player. So not how you want to kick things off. Alter Ego chiming in on open season towards R8. But Rosemary, stays too long on the peak, stays a little bit too far forwards. The GOAT team, they spot him. They're out in the blue zone as well, out on that west side. I don't think that's Rezzable. I think Alter Ego have just fully lost a player there, and the rest of them might be falling soon.
Yeah, I think Alter Ego, again, we just have this weird split right now, where we've got Snape over towards the north side. I don't think they're quite confident in what they want to achieve in these matches at the moment. And they play way, way too split. We fixed this, actually, in their group. They absolutely did fix this in their group. They were able to get an insanely high placing in that group too, with a lot of points. But we're kind of returning to old habits again. These can be fixed though, but with 26 points, is that going to get you a podium finish? That's a question for tomorrow. But it's going to be a difficult question to answer.
Yeah, it's... I mean, if you keep doing 26-point days, then no. No, of course it's not. It's not going to be enough. The question is, can you have that stand-up from that position? Do you have enough room to be thinking about putting, you know, close to 70, 80-point days on the board? Because that's what it needs to find a comeback, right, from that sort of level. Towards the top of the tables, you need to make it up over to that level. Breaking 100 puts you in the contest, right, over 2 days. Breaking 50 today, that puts you in the contest. Getting high 40s, okay. You're starting to get a little bit risky with it, but anything over 60, you're very happy in terms of your competition for the top spots.
Oh yeah, I mean the 60 points is actually phenomenally good. For DxAvia being on 54 here, that's very, very nice. I think a lot of teams underneath them, because they are down to 3, they'd love them to go out early. But with that spot they've got on the high ground, it's like they're going to live out for a while. And I quite like that maneuver from them. They saw how close they were to that 60, 70-pointer. If they just get themselves 10 points off the back of this game, they put themselves in really good stead. And that's what can happen once you start to build up a points base, right? A points foundation, is that towards the end of days, you can start to relax things. Rather than having to push out, get a load of points, you can pull it all the way back, get an average of 10, and be very happy with your result at the end of the day. You don't have to pull what currently DRX have to do, which is where they're still pushing, because they need to hit another 20-point game to really set themselves up in good stead.
I mean, I've said this before, right? If you want to increase your scoring, you're playing an 18-match set. Sure, you can get 18 more points in one game, and that will really bump your score up. Or you could do exactly the same impact by getting 1 more point in 18 games. And so finding those little extras, those little top-ups are really important. Alter Ego try and make their way in, but they do just get pulled apart there. They are now down very, very low. Mad Bulls probably losing Tulika here as well. We're going to an Impala Circle, Blank. We're going to an Impala Circle. It looks fairly likely that we're going to end up in the town, but it could go down to DxAvia's Mountain.
It could do. I do think Impala circles horrid at the best of times.
Yeah.
So unenjoyable to traverse through, and it really does feel like we're sort of with this big old grandfather clock just counting down until DEFCON 5 when we get through to the central area where teams are just struggling to move their way in. You get across that road and you get blitzed. It is painful.
Absolutely. We're nearly at the end of our first day. We'll be a third of the way through our tournament after this game. The only team to get an elim so far on DXavier for this match. Looks for the lineup towards APG, but just about one cover.
Yeah, Paragin, a little bit difficult to find any value off the back of this so far. It will probably start to bear fruit a little bit more once we get an eastern or a southeastern shift on the circle. But right now it's tough. Right now it's very, very tough. Go in a good position. I'd be quite happy to see Go do some good here, but DRX, one player, over towards Reefus.
Ooh. I hear the desk oohing and erring over there as well.
Bit of a horror game.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. It will be. Oh, he peeked up there. So easy. I don't know if Reefus clocked it. Kaisei could really pop this one off, right? If he starts taking shots or like gets a little bit too bold, bait Reefus over. We've seen a lot of overpeaks here.
Yeah, this is it's diligent from Reefus. I'll give him that. Continuing to watch this angle. He's kind of playing Five Nights at Freddy's at the moment. Just making shots at keep eyes on everything.
Is that Markiplier? No. That's the only person I know who plays. I'm really lacking on that, on the lore from that, but Reefus does step up and Kaisei does go down. So easy still. Silent as a statue.
Okay, but did you check the second guy? That's who you're going to be really worried about.
What? Okay.
He did check the second guy.
He checked the second guy. The second guy got checked right there. Okay, APG able to get rid of the threat on the mountaintop. And they're up to 4 elims now, Blank. They did lose Yol a lot earlier on, but they managed to move in towards the mountain.
That's big experience. Big experience from APG that makes that happen. It's similar to how Regnum Kai were able to spot out Thunder Talk on that Erangel game. You really do have to do your due diligence inside of these matches. And often it pays off with 2 elims there, at least for APG. And it does cut DRX short in terms of the chaser just behind them. Currently now in 3rd place with APG jumping into 2nd.
Kara losing CEO and their match. And, well,
it's really horrible.
They did lose the match. They're not playing anymore, are they?
That's true.
No points.
No, you're right. You're right.
Nil point.
You are correct. Just the way you said it.
Yeah, well, you know.
We're at the end of the day.
It's the way they played it, actually.
Yeah. There's no 7th match.
Yeah. There's no 7th match. Looks like they didn't know that.
There is tomorrow. Just in case people
Oh, no, there is
confused.
a 7th match. Yeah. No, it is tomorrow.
Yeah.
Don't worry. We aren't just finishing now.
No.
For vibes.
Yeah, we're just making sure that that didn't come across as a miscommunication. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Team Flash as 2.
Just there isn't going to be a 7th match.
Trying.
Not
right, but like late.
But like
not
later.
Right, but like later.
But like tomorrow.
Hopefully Thunder Talk will be there, because right now it's looking less and less likely they're going to be in the rest of this one. They do have King on the inside of Impala. Well, inside just about in Impala. So they have managed to cross one, but that will be all they'll see. But later.
But later.
Yeah.
But later.
But we do. But
tomorrow.
Yeah. So you know today? Yeah, so you know today, right?
But tomorrow.
Yeah, but like if you like wait for one more day, then it'll be tomorrow, and then the match will be number 7, but it'll be the first, but only that for tomorrow. So yeah. Cool.
I felt like that's probably a nicer thing to say than just watching Sighting getting peppered right now.
Yeah, I was trying to stay away from that. He's trying to stay away from the bullets, but it's not working too well.
We've been on this 3x angle for the last 2 minutes, which is fair enough to the observers, because this is why I don't like Impala, because nothing ever happens.
And then it all happens immediately. And that will be the case. Probably moving in towards Circle 7. We have 12 teams remaining, Blank. We are 24 minutes in.
Oh, it's such a boring.
Oh, it will be exciting for 30 seconds. Because right now this lobby is...
There's no reason for anyone to move.
Actually,
like, we're filling time for the next 3 minutes.
Blank, this lobby is already exciting because we don't have sighting anymore. It is exciting.
So true. So true. Well done.
There you go.
That's some good wordplay from you.
You are right. It was brilliant. We all had a good time with it.
Usually you're more of a word worker.
Where are you going with this?
You're all word work and no wordplay.
Oh, it's been a long day for us too. We are going to be getting into it further.
I'll tell you, nothing ever happens. It's finally we get a little bit of excitement
With this circle.
This circle is nicer. Does mean Goat has to move. I think that's the only team. Oh no, Ulf.
The solo.
Oh yeah, Alter Ego as well as APG. Yeah, I'm just missing those.
Kind of DXavier as well.
Zoomed in on my map feed. It's a regroup. It's a
Okay.
regroup.
Yeah. Not a full move. Not a full move.
Anyway, let's. I mean, analyzing this circle a little bit more because it does bear merit is that DXavier likely in the near future is going to have to drop down either on the north side or down on the west. They could hit up the southern buildings here, which wouldn't be a bad idea, but you would have to fight up against D+, which is slightly hard. Also for D+, this is a ginormous game. This is a ginormous game for D+. It's a really good chance to get quite a few eliminations, get yourself a chicken dinner. I think if they get themselves up towards the middle of the pack, there is hope for tomorrow.
I don't know why Doc just went down. He was trying to reverse a vehicle or something, maybe climb up in the vehicle to the top of the hill. But APG, that was a completely unforced knock and flush. Coming through for that one. And APG will be playing on us too. They're going to have to drop down. They do not have an option. Fortunately, D+ not really watching this angle. Solus might catch them though. As they try and drop down, they will start to cross into sight lines. Teams will start to take shots. Blank. We're into minute 27 now. And there's still 11 teams alive.
It's a good wrap from Goat as well, by the way. It's a nice wrap from Goat. That's on the southwest side. They were at the back of the queue here, but they're able to get in. Not too much shots taken back towards them because the team that would be holding them out is King, and he is a solo there from Thunder Talk. And there's no team that is across the road either. So everyone was able to make a pretty astute rotation into this one, which is what you would expect at PMGC. So I'm happy to see that.
Point denial coming through from Ulf. Yeah, he burns himself out there. Not going to be allowed, but the knock sent back over towards, that is APG. Reef is actually getting flushed by DXavier, who will have to leave their high ground now for Shawsies on that east side. They're going to have to drop down. And finally, teams are going to start to take the tumble. And rightly so, because at stage 8, and nobody's told them, it seems, that there's supposed to be single-digit team numbers at this stage.
I mean, I know.
Come on!
10 teams remaining here.
What are you doing?
Is kind of silly, but I don't mind it too much. It's quite exciting. Quite exciting. We're going to see if DXavier can make this cross down. I think it's going to be very hard for them to make it happen. Where do they really go here? They'd have to crash into the Flash. But the Flash, you can see there, they're pulling pins on grenades and putting pins back in grenades. They are very prepped and ready for this kind of play from DXavier. They will know that a team's playing on top of the mountain as well. But an interesting maneuver from Mad Bulls, trying to get further in here under the preamble that a lot of the teams on the eastern side are going to have to move. Alpha 7's got a tough approach ahead of them. They can't really make this cross either whilst DXavier's up here on the eastern side, John.
I mean, it is DXavier who probably are going to have to move first. Alpha 7 can hunker down. But I think DXavier just crash onto Alpha 7. I don't know if they have too many other options at this stage.
I mean, you could do the Flash. You could do the Flash.
Could potentially as well. Thunder Talk, last player standing. King, he's been alive for a while. Goat, yet to breach the building. They haven't spotted him, but he certainly knows about them. Waiting for them to jump on in. Oh, I think they've spotted him now. No, they haven't. He doesn't know. Is he going to jump in through a window? He's waiting for the Vault. King is holding his time, biding his time here, holding his nerve. Killer Joe, step in.
Get him.
Okay, there we go. King's like, nah, we're just going in for it now. We're going for the fight. Steps in for more, but won't be able to find the second. Will fall, but at the cost of one, Goat can't march forwards as effectively. Now it's go time. Blank a big nade from the high ground.
No, it's not a big grenade.
Oh, wait, not. No, it's a terrible grenade. It's a tiny little grenade. Carrillo. What are you doing?
Oh my God!
Not again!
Carrillo catches the nade like a seal on his nose. A nice trick, but not one you want to see here at PMGC.
Oh, dear.
Dear me. Sending that one up as well. Unfortunate. But do you get two of the players there? So it was nicely done. They redeemed themselves fairly quickly. King is dethroned from inside the building, but I'm glad at least he was able to find the one knock and a flush. Goat can't really get Kraken back up again, back in the blue ocean for him.
Now the teams are really going to start to suffer because it's stage 9 with 7 teams remaining. Alpha 7 getting naded out by Team Flash, who have 4 elims. Now Revo is pushing up to the wall side. Obscure on the back lines. Maybe looking to pick Carrillo back on up, but it's not to come through just yet. The nade goes long. That is a brilliant little flush out coming through from Win, but he gets caught. There's the burnout on the sidelines as well, and now it's just Zeus left standing. Alpha 7 may be able to make this cross. So many teams still left in this one, but for D+, Blank, this is what they needed so desperately. With 4 elims on the cards, they want more, they need more, and it has to come through now. Amori doesn't want to let that happen.
Come on, Amori, get those shots in. Alpha 7 bolting into the building. ZS pulls the pin on the grenade, has to put it away really quick as Revo, the shotgun maestro, is here. Won't even need it. Uses the side up against him, basically.
And that's Amori to pulling that point from Alpha 7. R8 with another one. Pusher now pushing in towards Joker. Spots him, launch the nade. Joker trying to play fancy on the beat. Will not find it, but Pusher goes down to the burn. That's Revo actually finding that Molotov and getting that elimination point. Now 3 teams remaining, Blank, within the space of 30 seconds. We're down from 10 to 3. And R8 suffering. D+ looking to roll on through. They want more nades. They want more points. R8 do fall. 1 goes down. And now it's all up to Amori. A nade goes long, good on the bounce, but Amori still alive. Hits the deck, stands out for the spray. Revo and Obscure for Alpha 7. The last challenge for D+ to find the final elim. But can they do it?
Oh no!
Fabian's
Oh
down.
no!
Oh
my
just
goodness
at the final
me!
moments. It is D+ here to put our nerves at ease. That was so close. And what a relief for them as well, to find the final chicken dinner today after what has been an abysmal performance, all things considered. They close down with success.
I mean, I'm looking at Alpha 7 over there. They're just as surprised as I am. So insane, so insane. What a play there. I think they got 3 of them total, and it was 1 player from D+ able to bring it to action. But yeah, you can see Norpu actually looks sadder than usual.
That is saying something.
Yeah.
That is saying something. And it was a very low elim chicken dinner, is the thing.
Yeah.
I think they can't have got more than 3 or 4. Like maybe
it was 6.
6 elims? Oh yeah.
No,
they had 4
no,
at the
7.
start.
7 elims, because they're for the start. They got 2 onto there.
Yeah.